All right, what's up? So I'm back again with a speed run through. This is Form B from the SHSAT Student Handbook. There's 2 practice tests in it, and in an earlier video, I totally annihilated the mathematics section from Part A. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, multiplying 20, 3, 60, 120. What is the value of x in the equation shown? 147 minus x equals 144. I multiplied each side by 12. Then doing my subtraction, 144, that's 3 equals x. X equals 3. So, then we have this. So that's negative 6 plus 5 plus 4.2. And this is minus that 3 minus 9.6. So negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1 plus 4.2. That would be 3.2, absolute value. That's chill. And then this would be 6.6, negative 6.6, but it's absolute value, so we're still chilling. So 3.2 minus 6.6. That would be, let's see, that would be negative 3.4. Okay, cruising. Oh, okay, cool. We're still good. Tyler, what's up? That's me. Tyler's completed 60 pages of the front workbook. This is 20% of the total number of pages. How many pages? So 20% is 60, so multiply by 5 to get to 100. 65, that's 300. 4 straight lines intersect at P is shown above. What is the value of Y? Well, we know these are opposite angles, so this is 25. This whole thing is 180. So that is 55, and that is 60, so that's 115. 180 minus that 115, 5, that's a 7, 65. Boom. Multiple choice, yee. All right, x equals 9, y equals negative 7, what is the value? So we have 9 times the value of 9 minus negative 14. So that's 9 times the value of 9 plus, so that's 23. Minus negative is plus, yes. So 9 times 23, 7, 20, 18, 20, 207. Bang. In the figure above, PQR is parallelogram. The measure of PQT is 50, and the measure of PTQ is 70. They labeled it. What is the measure of QRS? That's this measure right here. It's the same as this angle right there, and this is a triangle, 180. So that's 120 showing up. So this is 60, so that is 60. Boom. 65. Which one, based on the statement above, which variable is the greatest? So it's which one needs to be minimized the most to be equal to the rest. Minimized, R. Roofing contractor uses shingles at a rate of 3 bundles for 96 square feet of roof covered. At this rate, how many bundles of shingles will he need in order to cover a roof that is this many square feet? So 96 divided by 3, I want to see how much a bundle gives me. That's 3, 2. So that's 32 square feet. So 416 divided by that 32, we got 1. 32, that's a 9, 6, and that's a 3, 13. Bang. To make a party invitation, Macy could buy a package of paper for $10.50, or she could buy X individual sheets of the same paper for 15 cents each. Okay. What is the largest value of X that would make buying the individual sheets less expensive? Well, let's just try 70. So 0.15 times 70, put that 0 in there, 5, 30, 1050 with the 2, bang. So one less than that, right, would make it less. There we go. At 1 p.m., one day the temperature was 8 degrees above 0. During the rest of the day, the temperature fell 3 degrees per hour. What was the temperature at 7 p.m.? So that's to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. That's 6 hours. 6 times 3 is 18. So 8 minus 18 would be negative 10. A bag contains 75 marbles that are red, blue, and green. The ratio of red to blue marbles is 15 to 7. Red to blue is 15 to 7. The ratio of blue to green marbles is 7 to 3, so these are all comparable. If 2 marbles are removed from and replaced with 2 green marbles, what would the ratio of red to green marbles? So how many of each is it? So we got to add it up. 15 and 7 is 22 plus 3 is 25. Great, and there's 75 total, so each of these is times 3. So there's 45 red, there's 21 blue, and there's 9 green. So if I took away 2 from the 21, I'd be with 19 blue. If I gave it to this, it'd be 11 green, so it'd be 45 to 11. The table above shows numbers of times that different desserts were ordered at a restaurant. Based on the information, what is the probability of a customer ordering ice cream as a dessert? Ice cream. So let's see. So this is 100 and we could round, but I'm just going to add them up. 15, 95, 8, 118, 42. 160 total. So 48 is 160. So that's not a fourth, and it's somewhere between a fourth and a third. Bang. What is the least common multiple of 2, 4, 6, and 18? 24, 6, and 18. So 24 is 6 and 4. That's 2 and 2. That's 3 and 2. 6 is 3 and 2, and 18 is 6 and 3, or 3 and 2. So we have 1, 2, 3 in there, 2's in there, and then we have 2 3's in here, so it would be 9 times 8, 72. Bang. On one day, the Early Bird restaurant used 15 dozen eggs for 200 customers. So 15 dozen eggs is 200 customers, okay? At this rate, approximately how many dozen eggs do you need for 300 customers? So for 300, that's an increase of 50%. So an increase of 50% is like 7.5. So I'd probably need like 22.5 dozen eggs, 23 to make sure. Boom. A cooler contains 3 types of beverages. All right, hold up. Let me get some more scrap. A cooler contains 3 types of beverages: 5 bottles of apple juice, 5A, 3 bottles of grape juice, 3G, 6 bottles of punch, whatever. What is the probability that the bottle chosen at random is not apple juice? So that's we want 9. And how many is that total? That's 11, 14. So we want 9 out of 14. A larger circular dinner plate has a radius of 20 centimeters. So that's 20. A smaller circular plate with a circumference of 20 pi centimeters, so that means the diameter is 20 and the radius is 10, is placed in the center of the large dinner plate like that. What is the area of the part of the larger dinner plate that is not covered, shaded regions? Okay, so the area of this with a radius of 20 would be 400 pi, and the radius of this would be, or the area of this would be 100 pi, pi r squared, so that's 300. The table above shows prices for newspaper advertisement. A store purchased 1/4 pages, half pages, and full pages of space in equal numbers for a total of 11,500. What is the total amount of page space the store purchased? Oh, so it's an equal number. Okay, so how much? So that'd be 200 plus 350 is 550 plus a full page, and that'd be 1150. That's how much it costs to buy one of each, and it looks like they did that 10 times, because times 10 would give us that extra 0. So what is the total number of space? So 10 of these would be 40 fourths. 10 of those would be 20 seconds plus 10. Did I do that right? Yes. So that would be, no, I didn't do that right. Wait, how many pages total? I didn't do this right. Hold up. I know this is 10, right? What is the total amount of pace? Oh, so 10 of these. Oh, okay, great. So yeah, 10 of those. So that would be a fourth times 10. So it'd be 10 fourths. Right, there we go. 10 fourths plus 10 halves plus just 10 tens. So that'd be 10 fourth plus 20 fourth plus 10, or 40 fourths. Fourths and so that'd be 10, 30, 70 fourths. 70 divided by 4, 1, 4, 30, 7, 28, 17. Only one answer has 17. Boom. For which point in the graph above is the y coordinate greater than the value of the x coordinate? X is negative here, y is positive, so there we go. Boom. 36 divided by y equals 4x. What is the value of x when y equals 3? So 36 divided by 3 is 12 equals 4x. Divided by 4 divided by 4, x equals 3. Points x, y, and z are on a straight line. And y is between, oh, that works out. Length of yz is 3/5 xy. Okay, 3/5 xy. And the length of xy is 20. What is the length of the whole thing? So what is 3/5 of 20? 3/5 times 20 equals 60 over 5. That equals 12. Yeah, 12 plus 20 is 32. Brianna brought 1 3/4 yards of cloth at $8 per yard. If there was an 8% sales tax, what is the total cost of the cloth? So I'm going to make this different form. I'm going to make it 7/4 times that 8. 56 divided by 4. That hopefully comes out clean. 4, 16, 14. Great. So it's going to be $14 and then 8% tax over here. So 14 times 0.08, 238, 1, and then put the 2 decimals. So 14 plus that is 15.12. Got it. On the number line above, mn equals 5. So this whole thing is 5 and 5/6. What is the position of m? So it's this. Oh, so it's, I'm going to make this mixed. 4/3 minus, make this mixed, 35/6. Great. So just double that. So 8/6 minus 35/6. What that gets me is 27/6. Negative 27/6. So what would that even be? So that'd be negative 4 with a remainder of 3/6, negative 4.5. F. Okay, on to the next one. United States presidential coin is made from an alloy of 4 metals, copper, zinc, and manganese and nickel with weights of the ratio of 177, 12, 7, and 4 respectively. The coin weighs a total of 8 grams. What is the weight of the zinc? Oh, man. So let me just add them up to see what total we're dealing with here. 189 plus, that's a 9, plus a 7 is a 16, 9 plus 4. Okay, so it's out of 200. So this is 200. So half of that would be for 100%. So what are we looking for? Zinc, right? So zinc is the second one. So it really would just be 6% of that 8 grams. So 8 grams times 0.06, 6 times 8. I always forget this one. 48.48 grams. Bang. Bang. Okay. Jack scored an average of 15 points per game in his first 3 basketball games. In his 4th game, he scored 27 points. What is the average score for the first 4 games? Okay, so 15 points per game, first 3 games. That means he had 45 over 3 to get his average. This is the sum. In his 4th game, he scored 27 points. So 45 plus 27 is 12, 50, 72. 72 is then divided by 4. So that's 1, 4, I'm getting that a lot, 18. A cylinder oil drum can hold 4,320 liters when it is completely full. Currently, the drum is 1/3 full of oil. How many kiloliters of oil need to be added? Okay, it can hold when it is completely full. Well, it's 1/3 full now, so we got to find out how big 1/3 is. So 4,320 divided by 3, that's that 1, 3, 1, 13, that's a 4, 12, 1, 2, that's a 4 and a 0. So right now this is how much it has in it. So how much more does it need? Gotta be careful doing this, don't make a mistake. 3. And that's in kiloliters, so 2.88. Nicole's age is now 3 times Carmen's age. So Carmen times 3 equals Nicole. If Carmen will be 17 in 2 years, how old was Nicole 5 years ago? Well, she's 17 in 2 years. That means she's 15 right now, and that means that Nicole is 45. And 5 years ago, he was 40. A chemical decays in such a way that the amount left at the end of the week is 20% less than the amount at the beginning of the same week. What percent of the original amount is left after 2 weeks? Well, after the first week, we have 80%, and then it's minus 20%. So then that would be times 0.8. We need to find 80% again. So 0, 64, boom, 64%. If w minus 1 is an odd integer, then that means that this is even. Which one of the following must be an even integer? So let's just say it's 2. That'd be 3, that would be 4, 3, that would be 4, 2, and this would be 3. Or this would be 5, whatever. 3 students stand at the starting line of a running track and begin running laps at the same time. Anne completes 1 lap every 2 minutes. Jack completes 1 lap every 3 minutes, and Lee completes 1 lap every 4 minutes. How many laps does Anne complete before all 3 runners are once again at the starting line at the same time? So it's like rotations, right? So we have Anne, Jack, Lee. After 2 minutes, she's done 1. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, whatever. He's 3, so after 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, that's looking nice. And 4, 8, 12. So how many laps? So she completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laps. Simplify the expression. Sure things, boss. That's 28 minus 12x minus 5 plus x. Remember to distribute that negative to both. So then that's 28 minus 5 is 23. Negative 12 plus x is negative 11x. Banging. Number of pets, pet survey. Amy surveyed students at her school about the number of pets they have. What is the probability that a student who participated in the survey has at least 2 pets? So these guys, 12. What's the probability? So it's like a third, but almost. I'll figure it out. So that would be 12, 24, 24 plus 16 is going to come out clean is 40. So it would be 12 out of 40. That can be reduced by 4, 3 out of 10. A large container is partially filled with n liters of water. It adds 10 liters of water to the container, making it 60% full. If Ito adds 6 more liters of water, the container will be 75% full. What is the value of n? This one is tough. If I was you, I'd skip this, but I'm going to jump into it. Large container, so we have n, and then he adds 10 over just however much total will equal that 60 out of 10. And then if he adds 6 more liters, so if you added 16 to it out of the total, you would get 75 out of 10. And these can be reduced. This would just be 6 out of 10, and this would be 100. And this could be 3 out of 4, so 6 out of 10. So I can do my cross multiplication. So for here, I get, I need more space. 6x equals 10n plus 100. X equals 10n plus 100 over 6. I could reduce that, but I'm not going to because I just need it to equal this x. And then this would be 3x equals 4n plus 64, right? I'm already going into the next problem, dang. 420. Yeah. So then x equals 4n plus 64 over 3. All right, so now I make them equal each other. I'm going to move it over here. So we have 10n plus 100 over 6 equals 4n plus 64 over 3. This can be reduced up to be 5n plus 50 over 3 equals 4n plus 64 over 3. If they're both over 3, they are equal to each other. Subtract the 4, so we're left with an n. Subtract the 50, and we're left with 14. So n equals 14. If x equals 10, what is the value of the expression above? Man, why? All right, so that x to the third is 100,000 plus that plus 9 plus 1 over 100. So that'd be 5,039 and 100th. If RST are midpoints of the side of a square MNPQ as shown above, what is the sum of the areas of the shaded triangles? Okay, so this is half. If I were to draw this, right, midpoint here, we have equal triangles. So really, because this is half and this is half, so this would be 1/4. The shaded region is 1/4 of this square, and the square is 36. So divide that by 4, and it's 9. The Chens spend $5 of every $8 they earn on planned expenses. If the family earns this much in 1 year, how much will they spend on the planned expenses? Okay, so it's like a proportion. So 5 out of 8 equals X over, because that's how much they earned. How much are they going to put away? Do I really have to do this multiplication? That's so weak. 0, 0, 30, 45, 8, 10, 14. And then I have to divide that by 8. Again, I'm going fast, but 1, 8, 68, 8, 64, 4D, 5, bring it home, 18,500. Banging. 2 more pages. Pizza shop offers a choice of, maybe 3 more pages. Pizza shop offers a choice of 3 sizes, small, medium, and large, and 7 different size, or 7 different toppings. Different pizzas can be created by changing the size and or the choice of the topping. If Cody wants to order a pizza with I already did work on it, dang. If Cody wants to order pizza with exactly 2 different toppings, how many different pizzas can he create? Okay, so we have 7 different toppings, so I'm just going to make a list. So for the first topping, oh boy, we can have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Then we can have 2 with 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Then we can have 3 with 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4 with 5, 6, or 7. 5 with 6 or 7. 6 with 7. That's it. How many possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21, and there's 3 sizes. 63. Number of cats, number of families. Okay, the table above shows the number of cats per family in 100 households in the Blaine neighborhood. By what percentage is the number of families with 1 cat greater than the number of families with 2 cats? What percentage is the number of families with 1 cat greater? Ooh. So what percentage of number 2 is, wow. Okay, that's tough. So the difference here is 7, because there's 100 families, 7 families. And 7 of 35 is 1 over, divide each by 5, 1 over 5. So 20%. Did I do that one right? I think so. A wooden box has a square base. The height of the box is 3 times, so square base, whatever. The height of the box is 3 times the length of one side of the base. If this one side is 3 times 3x, so that'd be 9 times 9, 81. On a bike trip, Rajiv traveled 65 kilometers in 5 hours, while Shayna traveled 72 kilometers in 4 hours. How much less was his mean speed in kilometers than hers? Okay, so 65 and 5, just divide it. 5, 1, 5, 1, 15, 13 was his speed, and she went 72 and 4. That's one. I've been seeing this 4 go into this 7 a lot. 18. So the difference would be 5. Points P, Q, and R and S represent on number line. So P, Q, R, and S are -3, -1, 0, and 2. How many units is the midpoint of PQ from the midpoint of RS? Midpoint of PQ is -2. The midpoint of RS is 1. So how many spaces are in between? 1, 2, 3? Is that easy? Okay. There are 1,000 cubic centimeters in 1 liter, 1,000 cubic millimeters in 1 milliliter. How many cubic millimeters are there in 1,000 cubic? So we have to, okay. So we need to go, we need to go from here to here. That's the transition we need to make. So it would be this 1,000, and this transition is times 1,000. So this would be times 1,000. So then, let's see. So then it'd be 1,000, and then I'd add on 3 zeros. Okay. Okay, in the quarter circle above, what is y in terms of x? All right, so this is a radius. Whenever they give you a circle, look for those radiuses. So x plus 1 equals y plus 2. So what is y in terms of x? So solve for y. Y equals x minus 1. The hash marks on the number line above are evenly spaced. What is the coordinate of point R? Okay, so how much distance is... So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. How much distance is in here? So 5, 8 minus a negative 2/8. So that'd be 7/8 is the distance. Lovely. So then I need to divide that by 5, aka multiply it by 1/5. And so each one of these is 7/40. And we got 1, 2, 3. So then that would be negative 1/4 plus 21/40. Gosh, I could just multiply this by 10. So that would be 11/40. Fawn chose an internet service that charges $18 a month plus 0.024 cents per minute. Dion chooses an internet service that charges $30 per month for unlimited usage. At the end of the month, Fawn and Dion's charges were identical. That means they equal each other. For how many minutes did Fawn use the internet? We got to build an equation. So his is 18 plus 0.024 however many minutes, and Dion's got the fixed rate. So 0.024x equals, what is that, 12? Man, so that's 12 divided by 0.024. I like to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I like to do that. So 24 goes into 125 times. Bang. 500. In the sample of 50 cars at a local dealership, there are 12 red cars and 10 cars with backup cameras. So of the 12 cars, 4 have backup cameras. If the car selected at random from the given sample, what is the probability that both of the following are true? The car is not red and does not have a backup camera. So if it's 50 cars and 12 are red, that means 38 of them are not red. And if 4 have backup cameras, that means that 6 of the not red ones do. That's 32. So this is ideal. So 32 out of 50, that can be reduced to 16 out of 25. That's our answer. The decimal 0.06 can be written as a fraction, so what is the value of x? 0.06 equals x over 50. That's it. So 0.06 times 50, that's 0, that's 30. Give me those 2 decimal points, 3. What is the area of the shaded triangle shown above? So this is n minus m, this distance, and this is 4. So half of that, because 1/2 base height, would be 2. So 2, there we go. 2 more pages. This is so long. Number of cats pictured on a car. The cards on the table above are mixed in a box. Which animal pictured on the car had exactly 1/4 chance of being picked random out of the box? Well, how many cards are there total? That's 5, 10, 16, 24 total. So we need a 1/4 chance, so 6, dog. Which number line is shown below shows a solution set for 2x minus 2 is less than or equal to y less than or equal to 4x plus 10 when y equals 1? All right, well, 2x minus 2 less than or equal to 1. So 2x is less than or equal to 3. X is less than or equal to 3 over 2. And if 1 is less than or equal to 4x plus 10, then minus 10, so that'd be negative 9 is less than or equal to 4x. Negative 9 is less than or equal to x negative 9 over 4 is equal to x. Okay, whatever. So it has to be less than 3/2, which is 1.5. And it has to be greater than negative 9/4, which is a little bit more than 2. See. This one keeps going. In the equation above, what is the value of p? Cross multiplication. All right, I can even make this simpler. I could just say that this is 2/3. And that would be 3p equals 14. P equals 14 over 3. Great. A ball selected at random from a box that contains 7 black balls, 14 green balls, and 21 red balls. What the probability that the ball selected is black? So that's 7, what we want, and then total, that would be 7 plus 14 is 21, so that'd be 42. 7 out of 42, you can be reduced to 1 over 6. D. Is that? Oh no, that's 5/6. 1 over 6. Great. At North High School, a survey asked 2 questions. Question A and question B. For each question, students could answer either yes or no. If 800 students who responded to the survey, 720 answered yes to question A, and 640 answered yes to question B. What is the least possible number that these students could have answered yes to both? So we have 720, 640, and these are yeses, and then no would be 80 and 160. Okay. So what is the most amount of kids? Let's just say every kid that said no to the second question said yes to the first question, just to help us out. So that'd be 720 minus. So how many would still have to say yes? 0, 12, 6. So 560. Great. Oh, last page. I think so, yes. Raoul is at least 3 years older than Vaughn. So Vaughn plus 3 is less than or equal to Raoul, right? Okay. Which of the following inequalities gives the relationship between Raoul's and Vaughn's age? So which form could this be in? R minus V. So if I subtract V from each side, that's 3 less than or equal to R minus V. 1 cent equals 5.6 ricks. 1 cent equals 1.88 dolts. Using the conversion alone, how many dolts are equal to 1 rick? Well, they're both equal to 1 cent, so 5.6 R equals 12.88 D, and we want 1 R, so R equals 12.88 divided by 5.6. I want to move it over 1. I'm going to. 56 goes into 128. I want to say twice. So the 6 is 12, 10, 11. Great. That's 6, 168. Go ahead and say that's 3, 2.3. There is now X cans stacked on a shelf that holds 36 cans when full. If 4 of these cans were removed, the shelf would be half full. Half of 36 is 18, and add those 4 cans back, that's 22. Last one. Carlos tossed a paper cup in the air 50 times and found the possibility of it landing on its side with 72%. If he tossed the cup in the air 150 more times, 200 total, what is the total number of times you expect the cup? So 200 times 0.27, 0.72, looks a little dyslexic much, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0, 14, 0, 0, 4, 4, 1, 144. Boom, done. So 100%. Can you believe it? Oh my God, all you have to do is that. So if you have any questions on how I did any of these problems, I'd be happy to help. And that's what the math section looks like. So be on your toes, make sure that you're studying. Bang.